Hello all, my name is Stacy and I am the artist behind Studio Stacy, which means you can find me in my studio most days painting with wax and a torch. I also have a passion for nature and enjoy living a simple life here in beautiful West Virginia with my husband Matt. I've recently fallen in love with knitting and crocheting, which is what this video is all about. So if any of this sounds like your cup of tea, consider subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy today's video.
Hi all, happy February and welcome to another project vlog. I'm gonna flip the camera around here and kind of show you two new projects that I'm gonna start this month. Going to continue on with my Tulsa tea and continue on with the Revelation blanket in theory. But I'm going to flip the camera around and show you two new projects that I'm starting. All right, here's the yarn for the first project, and this is sock yarn, and these are the two colors that came with this particular yarn. And if I pan over here, they are from, oh, if this would focus, there it goes, Amy's Trinkets. I have no idea if she sells online. I actually got this at a yarn festival type of event, outdoor event. So because February has Valentine's Day in it, this was my kind of chosen yarn for Valentine's Day. Somewhat Valentine's Day daisy. Valentine-y. Anyways, I'm also going to use this yarn, which is looking way more black in the camera. It's a purpley, dark purple color for the sock as well. So I'm going to do a vanilla sock. I have to weigh these two, but both heels are going to be in this, and I don't know if I'm going to get the cuff and the toes out of these or not, but that's project number one. Or I guess I should say new project number one. And I may regret doing this, but I want to keep track, I want to keep better track of exactly how much yarn I need to make for socks. So I'm going to wind this entire thing up into one cake. And normally I like to knit socks kind of two at a time, where I make a cuff of one and then the cuff of the other, and then when I'm done with the socks, I'm pretty much done with both socks. I don't have what they call second sock syndrome, and where I don't want to cast on the second sock, but so I'm hoping I'm not going to regret that. But this way I can weigh this yarn right from the start, and then weigh it when I finish the entire sock again, and that way I'll have an idea going forward in the future exactly how much yarn I need for a vanilla sock that fits myself. I have it figured out for Matt, but bless you. I have it figured out for Matt, but I don't have it figured out for myself. So that's the plan. Hopefully I don't regret that. The second new project is using this mandala ombre yarn by Lion Brand, and I'm making a shawl out of it, which I've already started. I think it's called the lettuce shawl, and I'll definitely leave that down below in the description in case you're interested. But I decided to cast on this project because one of our neighbors who we're pretty close with, they were one of the very first people to welcome us into the neighborhood. Really nice people who we continue to talk with, and they help us out and we help them out. Just really great people. At any rate, she is going in for a pretty major-ish surgery coming up in the middle of February. Years ago, when my mom was quite sick, somebody made my mom what they call a prayer shawl. And while I might not be extremely religious, I'm definitely spiritual. And I just thought that this shawl might be a nice kind of warm thing for her to cuddle up in after the surgery, just small to wrap around her shoulders or put on her lap. Maybe just bring her a little bit of comfort. So I'm trying to get this done in a very short amount of time. So I think I might put the blanket, Revelation blanket, on hold just briefly for hopefully just a couple weeks to get this done. But I picked out this yarn because it's an acrylic yarn and it can be thrown in the washer and the dryer. It doesn't need any like special care, so I don't have to worry about like, you know, being real precious with it. That's what I want to say. All right, so there you have it. The 4 knitting and crochet projects I have for the month of February. Let's see what I get done. It's been a week or so since I've picked up the camera, and I thought I would flip it around and show you where I'm at with my knitting projects, which is not very far along. So yeah, let me flip the camera around and show you. All right, this is the lettuce wrap, and I'll try to remember to link it down below. It's a free shawl pattern. And this is what I was making for our neighbor. And this has gotten the majority of my attention this month. I have just a few more rounds to go and I'll be done with it, which is good because we are seeing them in just a few short days. So I need to have this done and washed and all of the stuff before we see them. And today is February 11th, just to give you a point of reference. So I'm a slow knitter. I've pretty much put all of my attention into this project, but I'll show you what other project I have barely worked on. All right, this is the other project. I have one teeny tiny little sock started. The cuff is done and I've moved on to the leg, and I really like how this yarn is working up. I added a bright pink stripe and then just a little tiny pop of color here on the cuff. It's really pretty and I like how it's working up, but it has not gotten any attention at all. And I'm a little nervous that I'm not going to get an entire pair done this month. We'll see. So I think the plan for the rest of this month is going to, well, obviously finish that shawl, but once I have that shawl done, focus on the socks. I have not worked on the blanket at all, the crochet blanket that I was working on, and I also have not worked on the Tulsa tee. So I think those are going to remain on hold until I get this pair of socks done as well, but yeah, we'll see. I'll pick you up, and actually I'll pick you up when this shawl is done as well and show you the finished results. I'm also debating on switching up I'm looking over there because the projects are sitting over there. I'm debating on switching up my kind of knitting plans for the rest of this month and next month, but I'll touch more on that when I fully decide what my plans are going to be. But I'm thinking of maybe switching them up and attempting to learn a new technique. I don't know. We'll see.
Well done.
Yeah, let's put it on. Let's see. How does one put this on?
Surely you'll figure it out.
Not like that.
No, I think so.
Would you do this? Oh yeah, maybe just this, huh?
I would think so.
Oh. Nice. All right, all the shawl is complete, and I learned a new edging bind off. This is the Peacoat bind off, cast off, however you want to say it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Hopefully the recipient will be as well, but there you have it. It is done. Yay! And this is all the yarn that is left. So I was afraid I was cutting it a little bit close, but perfect really amount of yarn. I might have been able to get maybe one more row, but I didn't want to take the chance, and I'm glad I decided not to. Hi all, today is February 18th, so there's exactly 10 days left in this month, and I thought I would pick up the camera and show you a couple things. First, I want to show you some of my favorite kind of tools that I've been using lately, and then I'll show you where I'm at with these projects for this month. Alright, so both of these is by Twice Sheared Sheep, and this is a row counter that I've been using on my socks, and it's really convenient, so you don't have to go reback and count rows or put stitch markers in. You just simply slip this every time you get to a new row. It just goes on your needles, easy peasy, and yeah, it's really convenient. And then this little piece here, so if you have like 100 and some rows, you can move it to, like if you're at 20, you can move it to the 2, or if you're at 30s, you can move it to the 3, and it just slides on and off of these rings really easily. I, of course, if the camera will focus, there it goes. Got the little bee one, because they have various different ones, but highly recommend going to check out Twice Sheared Sheep. They have a bunch of really cool things. There's, again, I got the bee. Sorry about the glare lighting in here today. This is a knit and decrease. So if you're on a knit round, you have the ring on knit. If you're on a decrease round, you have the needle on the decrease, and of course the cute little bee. And this is really convenient also for the socks, for the toes. And then they also have a knit round and an increase round one, and I got a little ladybug in that one. Super cute, really convenient and easy to use. You don't have to remember to constantly keep track of things or put down your knitting to check off a chart or go on your phone to check off the chart. Just, you know, they're very convenient, not completely necessary, but convenient little tools to have. And then I thought I would also show you this crochet hook, and these are by Furls, F-U-R-L-S, Furls Crochet, and they make wooden ones, they make these resin ones. This I'm using to crochet my blanket, and I love, they're like ergonomically, handles are great, nice big fat chunky handle to something to grab onto nicely from when you're crocheting. I love them. They also make wooden ones and metal ones, and their warranty is outstanding. I had one wooden one break on me when I was knitting cotton yarn, which you all know if you're a knitter or crocheter, when I was crocheting rather, cotton yarn. Cotton is hard to knit and crochet with. There's not much give. And the tip of the needle broke off, or the hook broke off, and they replaced it for me, no questions asked, the whole entire hook. And then they also have these handy little pouches here that the crochet hook slides into, and it keeps them nice and safe. So just wanted to show you those couple things. And now I thought I would show you where I'm at with these socks. I almost have the first sock completely done. I just have to finish this toe up, just Kitchener the toe. So that's coming along. Oh, and I thought I would show you, those counters are nice also for adding stripes in. Like, I know I made a note to myself how many rounds I knit in the leg before I added this stripe. And same thing, how many rounds I knitted in the foot. So now I'm on to the second sock here. I finished the cuff and I'm on to knitting the leg. So I know I need to knit so many rounds, and I'm just slipping this as I go before I need to add in this little pop of color here. So it's very convenient. So basically just wanted to show you though, this is where I have with the socks. I have about 10 days to finish up sock number 2. I'm going to finish that toe this afternoon. I think shouldn't take me long, hopefully, in theory. Shouldn't take me long to finish that, and then maybe get a little bit more of this done. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, I got that toe all Kitchenered up, and as you can tell, I have quite a few ends to still weave in. But while I was Kitchenering that up, I was watching some YouTube, this time a fellow artist, Sandy Hester. I'll try to remember to link her down below.
I thought I would show you where I'm at with this blanket too. It is growing quite rapidly, which is good. Maybe I shouldn't say rapidly, slowly growing. This I think was around 91. So I believe I have 8 more rounds to go. So I'm making good progress, but each round is probably starting to take me about 4 hours. So yeah, lots of hours still to go on this blanket. And I have lots of these ends to weave in. I think I'm back on this blue round as far as weaving in the ends. So I think this afternoon after I finish that toe, I'm going to get these ends woven in on this blanket, and then I don't know if I'll start the next round later on this evening or not, but it's getting there. 10 days. Actually, I think I have till the end of March, I think is what I said to finish this, but we'll see if I can't get pretty far along in the next 10 days on this as well. Morning all, happy Saturday. I have to look at my phone here. February 22nd. I'm hoping this weekend to finish up this pair of socks. I'm on to the heel on this one. I finished the other. I think I might have shown you. If not, I'll insert a picture in here of that. I still have a lot of ends to weave in on that one. And like I said, I'm on the heel of this particular sock that I'm working on. So I don't know if I'll get it done by the end of the weekend or not. Depends on what's happening the rest of the weekend. I'm also hoping to work on the crochet a blanket, and yeah, we'll see how far along we get. This video is supposed to come out on Tuesday, so we'll see what happens this weekend, but I'll pick you back up and show you the finished results of everything, whether they're finished or not, on Monday as I'm editing this video. But for now, just enjoy some snippets of me crocheting and knitting this weekend. It's supposed to be a pretty chill weekend, I think, fingers crossed. It's still a little chilly here, but the weather's warming up, so we got a fire going this morning. Got up early and started that, and yeah, it's just gonna be a chill kind of weekend. Happy Monday, all. I was just upstairs editing this video, and I thought I'd flip the camera around here and show you where I've ended with these projects, or at least ended for this month with these projects. All right, up first are these socks, and this sock I still have all these ends, of course, to weave in, but this is the one you already saw me finish. And then this sock I am on round number 8 of the leg out of 45, and then I still have the toe to complete, but it's getting there slowly but surely. I might still be able to finish this by the end of the month. I have a few days left, so I'm gonna try to attempt to do that. But that's where the socks are. They're super cute. I love the little pops of color on this one, and this I'm doing kind of the opposite. So I did purple on this cuff, I'm doing pink here, and then I'm doing the pops of purple instead of the pink along the sock, and then the toe on that one will be the bright pink. So just kind of fun, and yeah, I'm liking them a lot. So I'm gonna just carry on with these the rest of the month, and hopefully we'll be able to get them done. All right, and here is the blanket. I'm in the middle of a round here. As you can see, yarn is attached, and I think this was round 92, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this blanket is also slowly but surely coming along, making slowly but surely progress. I'm also playing a little bit of yarn chicken, as this is the last of the blue color, and I have 2 more long rows to finish up. These are quite long, so I'm hoping to have enough. I have been weighing this yarn as I go, and it's going to be really close, but fingers crossed I can make that work. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the blanket. So I'm really still loving how it's coming out, and I'm loving the different stitches on it. It's just been a lot of fun to work on. All right, so that's where I'm at with this month's projects. Did not touch that Tolsta tee whatsoever, but the neighbor really, I think, did very much appreciate the shawl I made her. So happy I took a break from that tee to do that. And yeah, hope you enjoyed coming along on this little project vlog video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Truly does help me out. If you have any questions about any of these projects, let me know down there below. I'll try to remember to link all of them down there as well in the description box. So yeah, we will see you on the next one. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Bye for now.